but I think here we go. Hey everybody, it's Jade. Happy Sunday fun day to you, or whenever you happen to be watching this. Thanks for cruising by. Again, whether you're watching now, later, whenever, and of course, hopefully not never, I am going to, excuse me, I'm going to be doing an astrology prediction for the Minnesota Lynx hosting the Golden State Valkyries for the WNBA, start of the playoffs here. It's going to be game 1, slated for high noon Central Time. They're playing in Minneapolis at the Target Center. So yeah, it's game 1. Going to be doing a prediction on that, and then probably going to be doing commentary during the whole entire game. I'm hoping to make it through the entire thing. But yeah, so I'll be doing the prediction beforehand. I'll be sharing the astrology chart and then kind of breaking down what I think is going to happen and who the winner is going to be and the point spread. And just a little secret, I have yet to decide. I think I have a pretty good idea, but I have not picked this point spread yet. So that'll kind of be like a live reading here. And the TV and streaming, according to ye old Google, says that it's going to be on ESPN. So I'm going to have the old Hulu Live going here. So fingers crossed that everything goes good there. And then later this evening, I will be doing planetary pregame astrology prediction for the Minnesota Vikings hosting the Atlanta Falcons. That is Sunday Night Football tonight. And I believe kickoff is slated for about like 7:15-ish. 7:15, 7:20 Central Time. I'm going to be going on about an hour beforehand, so if you want to hop on then, I plan to be back later. So I am going to pull up the chart here for the Lynx and the Valkyries. Let me just get that going here. And then, of course, there's a bunch of like NFL going on here starting at noon. So the ladies are going to be battling with the NFL basically for screen time today too. And that's kind of that's a lot to take on. I'm just making sure that I'm pulling up the right chart here. And obviously, since this is game 1 of the WNBA finals, this is first prediction of the series. So I plan, as far as the WNBA goes, to do predictions for as long as the Lynx are in it. Hopefully they go to the end, as a Lynx fan myself. But when I do the astrology, I kind of have to say this every time, or just a little, hey, heads up. I do have to stay objective. I have to be impartial. I can't let my fandom get in the way when I do the predictions. But anyway, as a Lynx fan, I hope they stay in the entire time and win it all. That'd be great. I have not looked that far ahead whatsoever. But yeah, I plan to do all the WNBA games and, or at least for the finals here. So this is the chart for Lynx Golden State. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here. And then also my dog is outside, so I'm just going to go take a peek at her really quick before I dive in. I checked a few minutes ago, but you never know. All right. I shall be right back. Okay. All right. Well. She wanted to come in, so in luck. All right. Back. I didn't miss anything. All right. So, okay. For today, I'm going to start with the Minnesota Lynx since they're hosting, and basically a little bit of a breakdown before I break down the chart. I'm going to pick decide who the planetary rulers are for each team. And then the moon, she's really important. She's the co-ruler of the chart. So I'm going to see what the moon is doing, and then what the planets for each team that are representing each team do with the moon. And then I'm also going to be looking at the 5th house of games for each team, and then the 10th house of public image and career for each team. So that's kind of how we're going to, come to the conclusion here on the prediction in the winner. I did hear when I was listening to the radio earlier today, that I guess, because I'm not familiar with the Golden State Valkyries at all. I guess they're expansion team, and this is their first year. And I guess the Lynx are heavily favored in this game today. So we shall have to see what pans out. But that's what's great too. I like to watch everything kind of break down in real time, because you can watch the chart, and yeah, go along with it. So anyway, I'm going to just start with the moon, actually, since she is the co-ruler of the chart. So the moon at the start of this game, again, it's scheduled for noon central, which is in about 20 minutes or so. The moon is at 25 degrees of Gemini here at the start of this game. The next line of communication that the moon is going to be making is going to be a square. This one of these red lines here, which is kind of tension. There is energy with a square, but it's not, it's challenging. Squares are challenging, but there is energy being, thrown in there between the moon and Saturn. Saturn's at 29 degrees of Pisces. Saturn is currently retrograde in the sky right now too. So the moon, and then the moon too, she co-rules the chart. She also rules the people. Saturn kind of rules karmic time, karmic lessons. It can, slow things down. Saturn's a very slow mover. It's in charge of older people, for example. So there could be, a little bit of tension there. Maybe the fans are kind of I don't know, slow to get going or slow to be excited just because of the Saturn with it all. And with the moon, again, co-ruling the people, ruling our emotions. And then the moon is in Gemini. Gemini is the twins. There's two sides. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, communication. So maybe it'll take the fans a little bit to get kind of excited in this game today with the moon squaring Saturn. There is a lot going on today in Minneapolis, but this is kind of the first of the double header because the Vikings are also hosting right down the street at the Bird Graveyard, aka US Bank Stadium, later tonight. So I bet some people could be in for a double feature. They might be going to the Lynx game and then going down the street to Vikings Falcons later. And so maybe it'll take kind of people. Maybe people are kind of tired, something like that. But yeah, there's some tension there. It's kind of slow to get going. And with the Saturn being in Pisces, it could be people are maybe a little bit hungover. Maybe they're, not feeling too good from the night before. Saturn does rule Saturdays. Pisces does rule like drugs and alcohol, things like that. Maybe kind of people hair of the dog kind of thing. So it might take them a little bit of time to kind of get excited. Maybe that might kind of be a little bit of a theme today with the fans, I guess. And then for the Lynx, they're the zodiac sign that rules them today is Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. So the Lynx have Venus ruling them today. Venus is at 24 degrees of Leo, a very flashy, showcasing, energetic, celebratory, I guess, celebrity kind of sign for Venus being in Leo. So kind of it's no surprise, I guess, that the Lynx are kind of favored in this game today, being ruled by the lesser benefic Venus in the sign of Leo. And also at 24 degrees, Venus is very close to the fixed royal star Regulus, which is at 29 degrees of Leo. So right there, that kind of, solidifies, just a good start for the Lynx because they are ruled by Venus, again, one of the benefic planets. And then if we go over to Golden State here, the zodiac sign that represents them is Scorpio. So Mars is the traditional ruler of Scorpio. So their main ruler for the main ruler for the Valkyries today is Mars. But we're also going to look at Pluto because Pluto's the modern day ruler of Scorpio. So Mars, the Valkyries, they're at 24 degrees of Libra. So the moon is still kind of interacting with Mars. She's at, again, 25 degrees of Gemini. Mars is at 24 degrees of Libra. The moon is just separating from a trine, which is the best line of communication that two planets can have. So it's almost as if like the Valkyries will maybe kind of like, maybe they're going to start this game strong today. Maybe it'll be kind of like the Lynx, and like the fans kind of maybe taking a little bit of time to kind of get things rolling today again. And then Pluto, the co-ruler for the Valkyries, Pluto is retrograde in motion at 1 degree of Aquarius, not doing anything with the moon, too far away, and then not doing anything with Mars either. And then if you kind of notice too, the moon, the crescent moon symbol here with the Venus symbol attached, that's Black Moon Lilith. So that's kind of where like jealousy lies. With wherever you have Black Moon Lilith in a chart, people will kind of be envious of that energy, envious of you, a little bit of jealousy there. So the Valkyries have that right on their ascendant, right there. So it could be like they maybe surprise people in a way here. Like, and again, I'm not like super familiar with the team. I just heard that they are an expansion team this morning. And again, the Lynx are heavily favored. So maybe look out for that like at the start of the game, because Mars is still kind of getting some of that support from the moon. And again, the moon co-rules the people here. So back to the Lynx now. I'm going to talk about each team's 5th house and 10th house, because we kind of went over the rulers of each team. And again, 5th house in astrology is where games, sports are found. 10th house, career, public image. Now back to the Lynx over here. Not only are they represented by Venus, they're also co-ruled by Uranus, because they have Uranus in the 1st house here. So for the Lynx today, their 5th house of how they play their game today is ruled by the sign of Libra. Like Taurus, Libra is ruled by Venus. So we're looking at Venus when it comes to the Lynx game and how the Lynx are themselves as a team. Again, Venus is the lesser benefic planet. She rules kind of love. And it's funny that the Lynx were giving away pink wigs too, because the color pink can be associated with Venus as well, and just women in general. So Venus is right next to the part of fortune at the start of this game. Venus is also still getting a little bit of support from the moon, because the moon, again, at 25 degrees of Gemini, and then Venus, the Lynx, being at 24 degrees of Leo. The moon is going away from Venus. She's kind of saying like, ta-ta, like nice chatting with you, nice being with you, but I'm on my way out. So there's sextile, which is good, but it's not as strong as this Mars moon. Again, moon still separating, but still semi-supporting Mars. Now, if you look at Mars again rules the Valkyries tonight. Mars is in the Lynx 5th house of their game. Again, Mars is in its detriment in Libra, so it doesn't function at its best there. So that could be a bit of a struggle for the Valkyries in the long run. And on the flip side, I just think that there's going to be something at the start of this game. I don't know. And I'll watch it all play out, of course, because then I'll get the answers. But again, it's something about the moon squaring Saturn, and then the moon still supporting Mars, which again is the Valkyries at the start of this game. The moon will continue to move throughout this game, obviously, and eventually will square Saturn. Anyway, so then for the Lynx, their 10th house of how they show out this afternoon, their career, the highest point on your chart. For them, for the Lynx, it's ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, because their 10th house lands in the sign of Pisces down here. What's also interesting is that Saturn and Neptune are in the Lynx 10th house. Again, Saturn can bring delays. It can slow things down. Neptune, it can confuse things. Neptune can kind of glamorize. It kind of has glamorous energy. Again, Neptune is well, I shouldn't say again, but Neptune is the co-ruler of Pisces, and where the again comes in is Pisces rules drugs and alcohol. So it's just like something like, I don't know, just like this hungover feeling. Maybe it could be for the Lynx today that they were in such celebratory, mood coming into this. So yeah, it just might take them a little bit of while, or the Valkyries could surprise them today with their energy, their ambition, and their drive, because those are kind of the characteristics associated with Mars. So just something to look out for here. And then for the Lynx for their 10th house, since it's ruled by Pisces, I'm going to look at Jupiter, which is the main ruler of Pisces. And then I'm going to also look at Neptune again here. Neptune's already there. And then Saturn, again, we've been talking about Saturn today. Saturn is also there too. And when there's I've said this quite often, but I tend to see it quite a bit here. And I just saw it in the last Vikings game, Vikings Chicago game. But when Saturn is a really heavy influence in the chart, it can come down to timing. That being a team trying to win the game with time expiring, or vice versa, winning the game with time expiring, something like that. Saturn isn't as prominent today because it's not the ruler of either team. However, it is again, in the Lynx 10th house today. So how they do on like a public level, it might be a little bit of a struggle today for them. And again, with Neptune there, it can kind of glamorize, kind of pull you under here. And let's see, Venus and Jupiter are not doing anything with one another. And Venus, again, that being the Lynx, and Neptune are not doing anything with one another. For Mars and Venus, that being these two teams today, and Mars being the co-ruler of the Lynx 5th house of their game, which also Mars ruling the Valkyries, Venus is moving towards a sextile to Mars, which is good. It's supportive. It's this thick blue line here. So it's almost like if the Lynx can just kind of stay the course. Again, this is kind of what I'm seeing here. Again, we'll see how it plays out. But if they can kind of like stay the course here, in the end, and they're kind of like with Saturn in their 10th house of career, the Lynx have been here before. So they know the work that they need to do to get done. So if they can, kind of pull through, but I'm just kind of feeling this like maybe fog effect at the beginning for the Lynx here today. Could be a little bit to kind of get things rolling. And that goes maybe for the fans too. And then for the Lynx with Uranus in their 1st house, Uranus is unpredictable energy. It's kind of chaotic. It's unexpected. Uranus is supporting, vice versa, Pluto. And for the Valkyries, again, Pluto is their co-ruler. Could Uranus overcome Pluto today? And again, it could be with this surprise energy here. It could be like the Valkyries again, kind of being ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio can kind of come up from beneath, right? It's almost as like, with this expansion team too, it's like their first kind of shot at this. It's like, they've been waiting, right, to just kind of emerge type of thing. So that might be, they might kind of throw the Lynx a little bit for a surprise today with that. Just kind of saying, again, we'll see what happens. Now to go back to the Valkyrie, their 5th house is also ruled by Mars, their 5th house of games. So Mars and the moon still getting a little bit of support there, like I already talked about. But for the Valkyrie too, they do have Chiron, the wounded healer, in their 5th house. So it could kind of, they could start off strong, but maybe in the end, they just can't quite hang type of thing. And then for the Valkyrie, they have 10th house quite full here. Their 10th house of their career, their public image today, ruled by Virgo. Virgo, is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is in the sign of Virgo right now, which is good communication, maybe and critical, crucial, detail-oriented type of thing. And then the sun is also there. The sun is very, very powerful. The sun is the depositor, kind of the lord of Venus too. So kind of look out for that because again, Venus is the planet that rules the Lynx today. And for the Valkyrie, Mercury that rules their career, their public image. Mercury is very, very close to the sun. Mercury is at 23 degrees of Virgo. The sun is at 22 degrees. So they're all only over because barely a minute apart, okay? Or degree apart and then a minute. So they're very, very close. So Mercury is combust. So it's, kind of when something gets too close to the sun, it loses a little bit of its power. And then Mercury is not doing anything with Mars. They're in a semi-sextile, which is positive, but it's very, very weak. And Mercury and the Sun are not doing anything with Pluto either. So I am going to pick the Lynx to win today with all of this kind of being said. Not to mention Saturn is opposing the Sun and Mercury, which could be, difficult in the long run for the Valkyrie. I feel like the Valkyrie are going to come out strong today, but in the end, I do feel like the Lynx are going to take it. I didn't write down a score because I'm just kind of doing this live. I looked at the chart before, but I'm deciding the winner in the point spread live, I guess. I should correction department myself there. But let me write something in here. So prediction is blank. Man. And normally, I've been noticing when looking at the points, when I'm trying to decide the point spread of a game, that is, again, it's still all of it I'm really still trying to iron out, right? Always learning over here. But I've noticed that it's with like the minutes that will maybe tell like the point spread as opposed to like the degrees apart that the planets are. Because the first number closest to the planet in the chart is the degree it's at. And then the second number is the minute. So, let's see. So Venus and the part of fortune 2 is something like when I can't decide like the winner or the loser, or especially with the point spread too, I will definitely look to the part of fortune, which is an Arabic lot. But it's just kind of like an extra, right? But just the fact too, it's hard for me to pick against a team that is ruled by one of the benefic planets, that being Jupiter, or for the Lynx today, that's Venus. And Venus, again, still getting some support from the moon. Let's see. And, Venus is working up towards a direct sextile with Mars. Again, Mars is the Valkyrie today. Mars is in detriment in Libra. Libra rules the Lynx 5th house of their game. And again, Venus is moving towards 24 degrees, 54 minutes. Venus is at 24 degrees, 7 minutes. 54 minus 7, I mean, that would be like a 40-point margin of victory. Man, could it turn into something like that? Or is it going to be a little closer? Man, I mean, could the Lynx eventually just run away with this one? I'm not confident in saying that because of the square to Saturn, and the moon square to Saturn eventually, and Saturn is the co-ruler of the Lynx 10th house. But they do have Jupiter helping them too, the Lynx. Yeah, so the Lynx, not only do they have Venus supporting them as a team, but they have Jupiter supporting their 10th house of their career and their public image. Jupiter's at 20 degrees of Cancer. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. So right there, the Lynx have both support of the benefics. So as far as the points go, man, now I'm looking at the Mercury and Sun combustion here. Mercury 23 degrees, 14 minutes of Virgo. The Sun 22 degrees, 8 minutes of Virgo. That's a six minutes difference. Lynx by 6. And then again, back to 54 minutes for Mars and 7 minutes for Venus. Man, that's what, like a 46-point victory? Math is hard. 44 points? 42, whatever. Oh, man. I mean, that could happen, of course. We'll see. All right. I'm going to make the conservative choice for myself today. So I'm going to pick the Lynx to win by 6 today. All right. We shall see what plays out. But again, I do think that the Valkyrie are going to come out strong today. And the Lynx, I think, are going to have to grind, kind of put the claws in. And maybe too kind of dealing with this like hungover fog feeling too, because I think the Lynx, let me fact check this here really quick. Let's see. I got them pulled up. I have so many tabs open. Which one is it? It's not that one. Here it is. Okay. Yes. Okay, here we go. From the Star Tribune, 10 hours ago. Lynx began WNBA playoffs as dominant league champions, but window could be closing. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so this is from the Minnesota Star Tribune. Let's see here. Oh, it's going to make me pay for it. That's right. So I only get the headline. I forgot about that. Pioneer Press. Let's see. Sports Illustrated. Lynx to Cheryl Reeve gives Dejanay Carrington injury update before playoffs. What else do we got going on here? The Lynx remain favorites to win the WNBA title despite a shaky season end. Let's see. What was their final record here for this season? Record 2025. But yeah, like that other article was saying there, the Lynx started out so dominant, right? But in the end, it was a little bit of a rough patch there. But I mean, shoot, 34-10, the Western Conference first place. And then looking at the standings here, the Valkyries, they went 23-21. So first seed versus eighth. Yeah, but I don't know. Again, I haven't looked at anything for the Valkyries here. I don't know any of their players or anything like that, but I just feel like they're going to start out stronger than expected today. Kind of maybe surprise the Lynx in a way, or there's like some sort of fog. Let's see. They were giving out, let's see, pink wigs the other day. I want to see it. Let's see here. Lynx handed out pink wigs Thursday night to celebrate the hairstyles of Courtney Williams and Natisha Heidman of Stud Buds. Okay. Yeah, because I knew that they were giving them away the other day because I saw it on Twitter, which I thought was great. I thought that was such a good marketing decision for the Lynx to do that. So smart. It was fan appreciation. Let me find a video here. I think this is so good. I wish how do you make this bigger? I'm still trying to, okay, cancel, go away. Well, I'm going to go to a different video then since I can't get it bigger. All right, let's go to this other one and then I'll share. Oh, here we go. I love this. This is such a good idea. I wish I would have been there. All right, this was found on TikTok, so shout out to TikTok person. All right. Let's see. I'm going to stop sharing this. And, tonight when I come back for Vikings Falcons, it's about 6:15 tonight. If you'd like to come back, I will be back. I'll probably just touch on this game because obviously we'll have the winner and the outcome. But yeah, so it'll be fun to see what pans out here. But yeah, I love this idea for the Lynx. It's just such good marketing. Hello. I love it. I wish I would have gotten wigged out for the last regular season game. I love it. I don't know where our volume went. Oh, maybe I have to turn it on up here. Oh, unmute. There it is.
The cover of Vogue.
I just love it. I thought that was such a good idea.
They have
so good. Yeah, forget the stupid. Okay, I'm always against the whiteouts and stuff, especially for the NFL. It's just getting them to, getting us to buy more merch, basically. But they gave these wigs away, right? They gave them away. Fan appreciation. I just thought it was such a good idea.
They have taken
I wish I would have gotten one.
Not only Minneapolis, the WNBA, the country, the cover of Vogue. I love it. Name it. Stud Buds have probably done.
I'm sure we will.
Celebrating a season
but yeah,
of
anyway.
stud.
So I thought that was just such a good idea. Shout out to the Minnesota Lynx, marketing department on that one for sure. All right. So I originally planned on doing commentary for this game, but we shall see. I might just hang in for a little while here and then pop off. Feel like I've been ignoring my dog a little too much today. I mean, not really. We went out for a long walk this morning and we were playing outside. I mean, I think she's taking a nap anyway, so. All right. Oh, we got the Bears and the Lions going on here too. So let me find the Lynx game here. We got all sorts of NFL goodies on as well, of course. All right, ESPN, here it is. All right, here we go. All right, we're just getting going. I gotta put it on mute. I really like their I like the Valkyries I like their colors. Okay, where are the pink wigs? I don't see them. Come on, you guys. What's going on here? I mean, fine. Are you kidding me? I'm not seeing a single pink wig. Oh, there they are. All right. Thank goodness. I'm like, come on, people. What's going on here? All right. Tip off has happened. The Lynx are the receivers of the tip off. They gain control here. Lynx on offense. Start the game. I do have to pull up the roster. It's nice to see. I haven't watched a game here in a minute. Lynx score first. It's Nafisa Collier with the 2 right under the basket. All the Lynx fans can sit down. Okay, everybody's sitting down. And Lynx with an early lead, but very, very early. Just getting started here. Valkyrie with strong drive there. Number 22 for the Valkyrie. It's all tied up. So let me see here. I'm trying to get the... Did I not type this out? Damn it. Oh! Lynx going for the 3. It's going to be not good. Valkyrie with the rebound. They're pushing strong. We got a battle underneath the basket here. Out front now. Oh, little jumper. It's going to be short for the Valkyrie. Lynx get the rebound. 8:59 to go. Lynx trying to push it here. They really should have pushed it. I guess they didn't have anybody. Oh! I thought the ball was tipped. Collier open for the 3. She does dribble in, takes the short jumper. It's not good. Valkyrie with the rebound. They're trying to push now. I think that's going to be the key for the Valkyrie today. Again, because they're ruled by Mars. I feel like if they can really push and have that extra energy and can be just a little bit, tad bit faster, that's going to come to their advantage here today. They do go for the short jumper right underneath in the lane there. It's no good. Lynx get the rebound. Courtney Williams at the top of the key to Nafisa Collier. She fakes the 3, dribbles inside. Ah! Misses the bunny. Dang it. Still tied up 2-2. Okay. I want to try to get the little... All right. Still no score here. It's been over a minute here since the score. It was a quick scoring for each team to start. Again, it's tied 2-2. I'm trying to type in here. All right. Lynx driving to the hoop. Draws a foul. It's Carlton. She's going to the line. Okay. Let's see. My laptop is getting really hot. Okay. Which isn't necessarily the best thing. Let's see. Carlton makes her first free throw, makes the second. All right, good. I'm not going to be able to keep up with the score, so I'm just going to put the quarter on the bottom here. Hang out for a while here. Let me pull up the Lynx roster. Valkyrie going for the 3, and it's good. They take the lead 5-4. It's Brighton, it looks like, for the Valkyrie. Again, just kind of looking at the astrology here, I just kind of saw like a slower start for the Lynx, or like some sort of like fog or something. The fans maybe being a little bit quiet, kind of slow to go. The Valkyrie kind of surprising the Lynx, and I am kind of already seeing that. Lynx with the sloppy pass, Valkyrie with the steal. The Valkyrie are up only by 1 right now. Driving to the hoop, draw the foul. It's not going to be an and 1. Valkyrie are going to the line. 7:15 left to go in the first quarter. So, yeah, but again, if like the veteran players, the older players for the Valkyrie, eventually, if the fans can kind of get into it here, that would, I think, be supportive for the Lynx today. But I did kind of see like a little bit of a slower start, kind of the Valkyrie maybe surprising people a little bit here with and right away, again, it is a short lead, but Valkyrie up 6-4 first quarter. So very early. But again, I did have the Lynx winning. Finally going to pull up the roster here. Got to make your free throws. The Valkyrie missed their second free throw. And, oh, man, Lynx got the rebound, but then it went off their foot. Sloppy. See, a little bit sloppy. That Neptune energy kind of getting in there. Kind of, yeah. We'll see. All right, so Valkyrie take possession after the missed free throw. They go for the three, and it is good. All right, Golden State now up 9-4. A quick start here, which, again, it does not surprise me. All right. Man, the Valkyrie, they are scrappy. Damn, the Lynx missing wide open underneath. Oh, they're fighting. Lynx still pushing, going for the short shot. Courtney Williams trying to get in there for the rebound. It's no good. Yeah, the Lynx are just looking a little bit kind of slow out the gate here. But again, I did mention that. Looks like there's timeout here. And this is going to be the best of 3. So again, game 1 today. Not sure who took the timeout, but I think it was the Lynx. They probably need to take a little bit of a timeout here. All right. We need more pink wigs in the stands. That's the problem. Okay, that's a problem here, in my humble opinion. Beautiful day in Minneapolis today. Getting a shot of downtown. Finally, pulling up the roster. It takes me forever. Get a commercial break here. Golden State Valkyrie roster. Let's see. I always go to ESPN for the rosters because it tends to give me the best view of it that I like. Oh, for dumb. The little ads and stuff that it gives you. So stupid. So dumb. On the bottom, it's like the ones that are like the clickbaity ones, right? At 49, Tiger Woods shows the inside of his house. Take a look. No thanks. All right. Another Tiger Woods one. After years of working at CNN, this is Aaron Burkhart's annual. I'm not clicking. I don't care about the rest. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Dementia has been linked to this common habit. Do you do it? Again, this clickbaity stuff. I'm not clicking on it. Taylor Swift's fiance, Travis Kelce, lives in a $20 million house. Look, ... No, I'm not clicking on it. But I do appreciate the roster. All right. So I got that going over here. Oh my God. All right. I might go to halftime today. We'll see of this game. Let's see. What's on tomorrow? Oh, Monday night. Buccaneers and Texans. I kind of want to click around and see what the score of... Oh, I could have turned the channel in the TV. The score of the Bears-Detroit game is. I didn't look at any other NFL charts today besides the Vikings chart. Stay tuned for that this evening. Again, I'll be going on about 6:15 if you want to join. Because it's Sunday Night Football for the Vikings tonight. They go from Monday Night Football to Sunday Night Football. But then, yeah, game 1 of the Lynx right now. Oh, ESPN has breaking news. It's some sort of college news. All right. All righty. Coming back from commercial break over here. Here we go. Let me pull up my roster again. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Stopping through. If you see a Collier back in, excuse me, they're giving us some stats. I just missed it. It looks like she was the second in the WNBA for something, but she's got a little bit pink hair going on too. I like it. I actually like her nails. She's got these like kind of light blue nails going on. I like the color. I was going to paint my nails before this and I ran out of time. Maybe before tonight. All right. So again, Golden State out to the early lead here, 11-4, 6:24 left to go in the first. Man, the Lynx their shots have been off today. A quick score again for each team's 2-2 early. And then, yeah, ever since here, it's just been kind of crickets for the Lynx in the offensive department. Get the rebound. Oh my God, Lynx had the rebound and then they lost possession. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Is this Neptune energy here? I don't like it. Finally, Valkyrie, they missed. Lynx get the rebound. Courtney Williams pushing it here. I think that's going to be the key too. The Lynx are going to have to keep up with the energy of the Valkyrie because again, the Valkyrie are ruled by Mars today, and the Lynx are ruled by Venus. So again, that's a benefic sign. Venus is in the sign of Leo, which is a flashy sign, but it's kind of like too. Let's shift the focus here. And with the Valkyrie being represented by Scorpio today, Scorpio can be very intense, very intensely focused today. Kind of like I said in the planetary pregame, like the Valkyrie are kind of like waiting to emerge from underneath the desert, kind of like Scorpions do, right? To come out and surprise you. And they're kind of doing that right now. And I did mention again, like the career reputation, the fans with the moon squaring Saturn kind of coming in, kind of already being shown. Even with it on mute, I can just kind of tell, like all of the fans, they're just sitting and watching. You know, some are clapping here and there. Finally, the Lynx get to go to the line here. It's going to be an and one for Nafisia Collier. 5:10 to go in the first. Yeah, I think that's really what it's going to take here. And, you know, the Lynx will probably eventually figure that out, but really driving to the hoop, matching the Valkyrie's energy. And, yeah, they're just going to have to do that. And if they can, you know, stick through, keep pushing until the end, the Saturn of it all, you know, they will come through. And again, the Lynx do have Uranus in the first house today. Uranus ruling, or excuse me, the first house ruling the Lynx themselves as a team. Uranus is surprising energy. All right, so looks like Valkyries are going to go to the line. Dang. Looks like a foul on Smith for the Lynx. I'm not sure if that was on a 3-point shot or not. I think it might have been close here, people. Cecilia Zandelasini. That's a really cool last name. I hope I didn't say that too poorly. You got to make the free throws here, people. That's the key to winning in basketball. You got to make your free throws, play defense, and get the rebound. Okay? That's like the recipe to success, in my humble opinion. She does get three free throws. That's a little bit of a tongue twister. And just like that, Golden State up 13-7 here. They are creeping. Yeah, it's like the Lynx, again, they're dealing with this Neptune energy in their 10th house. Like, Neptune kind of slowing down a little bit. It's like there's this fog going on here. Kind of like the hangover kind of feeling after waking up from a party. Like, you had fun, but like, okay, I got to kind of function now. So, Courtney Williams, the top of the key. She's using fast feet, fast moves. Ah! Damn it! It looked like it was in. It's not. Yeah, the Lynx have just been off today. I wonder what their percentage is here right now for shots because, yeah, not good so far. Ooh, Valkyrie traveled. All right, Lynx are going to get the ball here. Nice little turnover there for Minnesota. All right. Yeah, I think it's like with, again, Saturn kind of coming into play here in the Lynx 10th house. I'm thinking more like second half, like third, kind of fourth quarter, maybe Lynx kind of start pulling away here, finally kind of get things going. Courtney Williams missing the easy little bunny there, had the open layup, just didn't fall. Lynx playing good defense. Valkyrie hit a 3. And just like that, the Golden State Valkyries, excuse me, I've been saying it singular. Valkyries, they're up by 10 early. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. First game of best of 3 for the WNBA finals. Finally, the Lynx get something to sink here. They get 2 points. I'm not sure who scored that. I think it might have been Smith that scored it. All right. 3:49 to go in the first. I feel like this quarter is kind of going by pretty quickly. Good defense there from Courtney Williams. Damn. Pretty good defense, but the Valkyrie do draw a foul. They're going to go to the line. Cheryl Reeves does not look happy, but she's giving them this. Giving them one of these. I wonder what Cheryl Reeves' sign is. I'm interested. I want to look that up. I want to see. And I didn't look up the Valkyries head coach either. I might look her up. Let's see, Cheryl Reeve. Cheryl Reeve, obviously coached, Olympic team. I don't know how many championships she's won with the Lynx. Is it 3 or 4? Might be like 4. Oh, Cheryl Reeve was born September 20th. Okay, so she's a cusper. But she's a Virgo. Let me just double check on that. But yeah, she is a Virgo, pretty sure. All right, Lynx finally get a bucket, and finally the crowd stands up from their seats. The Lynx make it to double digits. Golden State has a 7-point lead, 18-11, 3:22 left in the first. Finally, we're seeing a little bit of life from the crowd. All right, the Valkyrie missed a 3. This is opportunity here for the Lynx to push it. They really need to push it. They need to keep the energy. The high E here. Stupid turnover, bad pass by Courtney Williams. It's turnover from the Valkyrie. They are pushing to the basket, going for the foul. They're not going to get it. Lynx with the rebound. 3 minutes to go. Smith open at the bottom. McBride, I think, is wide open for the 3. She nails it. It's 14-18. Now the Lynx are creeping here. Now they're getting it together. All right. Yeah, so Cheryl Reeve, Virgo. Okay, like we thought. I'm pretty sure. Yes. Because it goes until like the 21st or 22nd. All right, so Golden State does sink a 2-pointer there. Kind of silence the crowd. They sit back down. All right. Getting things moving here at the end of the first quarter. Oh, missing the little floaters. All right, Lynx get their own rebound, and it's good. It's Shepard for 2. Lynx down by 4. Little over 2 minutes left to go in the first. Lynx playing good defense here, really good defense. And they're playing good defense because the last couple of series here, Valkyries have really been trying hard for the foul, and they're not getting it. However, they do just sink a basket there. It's 22-16. Golden State up by, 6? All right. See, we needed more of the pink wigs today, people. All right. Again, I'm seeing some of them from Fan Appreciation Night, which, again, was an amazing thing to do, in my opinion. Damn it, air ball. But it turned into a pass. All right, Lynx, they go for the 3, turn it an air ball. Shepard with the 2. She got the rebound and then put it in. All right. Minnesota within 4 here. Valkyrie driving to the hoop. They miss the layup. Lynx with the board. Courtney Williams driving. She's just going to keep going. She stops right in the middle of the court, right in the middle of the lane. Ephesia Collier. Oh, my God. Wide open for a 3. Damn it. In and out. Get the rebound. Lynx got the rebound. Falls with it. Ephesia Collier got the rebound to Courtney Williams. She takes control. All right. Another open 3. Can we nail it this time? Yes. All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. Lynx down by 1. 48 seconds to go. All right. Very good. We like to see it. All right. Finally, people need to start waving those wigs around. That's what they need to start doing. Waving those pink wigs around. That was Natisha Heineman with the 3, excuse me. I'm just looking at Golden State's roster here a little bit. Let's see. All right. Not watching here. Oh, damn. Golden State's like, okay. Cecilia Zandalasini. She was at the line earlier. I do like that last name. Maybe at the end I'll be able to say it right, but she sinks the 3 for the Valkyrie. Heidman tried to go for the 2. Wasn't good. Golden State up by 4. 17 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Again, it's the best of 3. Game 1 today. All right. And, again, if you do want to go back and look at the Planetary pregame, but did see just kind of like a surprise, for the Lynx here. Like the Valkyrie just kind of coming out to play. I did see that. And since the Lynx were heavily favored, that's why I say a little bit of a surprise. And kind of, again, the Lynx kind of dealing with this kind of like, again, slow to start, kind of foggy, kind of hangover-ish feeling a little bit here. But I did pick the Lynx to win by, I think it was 6 points in the end. So, but you know, Golden State keeping it close here. Yeah, Lynx won by 6 points. So we're going into the second quarter here. All right. They're talking to Veronica Burton from the Valkyrie, number 22. I always think it's like, I mean, I get that they, you know, they're talking to him and stuff, but it's like, damn, they're always like, obviously for good reason, so out of breath. And it's probably like the last thing they want to do is have like an interview and it's like, damn, can I just take a breather here? But I mean, they don't really seem to care. It's usually pretty quick, but like, okay. All right. Second quarter. Yeah, I'm probably going to pop off, let's see, at halftime here. But we will hang tight until then. I don't think, I don't know why. William, I didn't see your messages. People, I didn't see your messages. All right, I am watching football before. Ryan, if you're still on. I don't know why I didn't see those, you guys. Let's see. It could be some sort of, I don't know, some sort of issue here. I don't really know why. But the messages aren't coming through. I'm going to try to send myself my own message and see if it comes through. I don't know. I'm not getting messages right now, you guys. So if you have sent some, I'm sorry. I haven't been ignoring you. They're just not coming in. I wonder too, I think it has something to do between my streams. I probably have to restart my computer. I thought maybe I had an update. I guess I didn't. I'm going to refresh right now. Hopefully that takes care of it. All right, I'm back. I did a little refresh. So again, if you have sent a message and I didn't get my test message. I didn't get my test message either. So not really sure what's going on there. But hopefully looks like everything is good on my end. I don't know why I'm not getting messages coming through. I might have to ask for assistance. I've had to do that before. All right, we're still on commercial though before we get into the second quarter. I'm going to try to send another test message to myself. Because, yeah, I don't really know why they're not coming through. Again, I haven't really got that many. But William and Ryan, if you happen to see this, I was not ignoring you. Testing. Yeah, weird. I swear, there's always some sort of issue. The last couple of streams, I've been pretty lucky, though. Knock on wood. I've been pretty lucky with, like, no issues or anything. And sometimes it can have to do with, okay. That didn't do it anything either. Weird. That's really strange. Now it's going to bother me. I hope that isn't the case for tonight. Dang, I might have to ask the frickin' people. Natalie Nakazi? Oh, they have her mic'd up? I don't know if I'm saying her name right either. Yeah, I might have to ask them. I'm going to contact them for support. I'm going to send a message and ask. They've helped me before, so we'll see what they say. Meanwhile, yeah, I don't know, you guys. Messages aren't coming through. We're in the second quarter. Golden State up by 7. They have possession here. Going for the long 3. It's a brick. Looks like there is a foul. They have the Valkyries head coach. She's mic'd up right now, so that's kind of cool. But again, I have it on mute, so I'm not exactly sure what they're saying. I guess I could put the closed captions on to see what they're saying. All right, let me ask them for support. I'm going to put it in all caps. I'm not yelling. All right, I'm asking. We'll see what they say. Why the messages aren't coming through. But if anybody is watching and you want to send through send through a test message, seriously, that's kind of a tongue twister. Feel free. Go ahead. I'd love it, but you don't have to. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. All right, reporting. We got some reporting going on here. Oh, there's Sunday Night Baseball tonight, too. We got a whole plethora of goodies for the sports fans. All right, Lynx moving the ball around. Courtney Williams with another brick. It was a brick for the Valkyries, a brick. It's a brick house up in here, okay? They're not hitting the target. They're in the target center, but they're not hitting it, okay? That's kind of been the Lynx theme a little bit today. They're down by 7. Playing good defense, though, I will say that. I'll give them that. I feel like it's been a little bit of offensively, again, been off the mark, not hitting the target, and just a couple sloppy turnovers for the Lynx today. Why they find themselves down by 7. All right, Heidman driving to the hoop. Seriously, are they going to start listening to me? That's what I've been saying. You got to match their energy. The Lynx really, they got to keep pushing. They have to push. And obviously, easy for me to say, right, because I'm sitting here. But it just seems like the Lynx and the Golden State, the Valkyries' energy it's a little bit higher, right? Lynx kind of coming out of the den a little bit or coming off of a nap. You know, again, that Neptune energy kind of coming in here. The team will get back to you in 2 minutes. Our usual reply is under 2 minutes. You'll get replies here. Okay. Colin's helping. We're very sorry. Okay, Colin's trying to help me. Our engineers are aware of the issue and are actively working on a fix. We'll update you as soon as it's resolved. We truly appreciate your patience and understanding while we work through this. All right, cool. Okay, thanks, Colin. What I'm going to say. They're trying to help. There's some sort of issue. Colin's active. Okay, thanks, Colin. We'll see you later. All right, I don't know. So, yeah, messages, they're not coming through. So I missed them earlier. I should have been checking my phone. Some sort of issue. Okay. Oh, man, no. They're showing me a ice cream commercial. Don't do that to me because I'm hungry. Okay, since when is Bradley Cooper in a commercial for ice cream? I don't know what he said. It was like 2 seconds. For Talenti? I'm waiting for Talenti to make a vegan ice cream because I used to really eat them a lot. They're like they're all in a circle pint container, but they have like the clear container, right? And it's like sometimes they have the layers going in there. That's kind of like their thing. You can see the layers. They don't do a vegan one yet. What the hell? Not really sure what's up with that, but okay. And what the hell? I think I just hit my camera. Yeah, I did. Oops. What the hell is the score of the Bears game? Bears and the Kitties. Why are they showing me that on the bottom? All right. Okay, thanks, Colin, but let me know when it's fixed, okay? Now he's gone. He's just like that. He's gone. So, again, people, there's an issue with the messages not coming through. And you know what? Here's the thing. It's like every time I almost want to upgrade, then there's some sort of problem here. So, like, Restream, if you're listening, give me a discount or something for dealing with this. And then I'll kind of, like, think about applying for, like, a year membership or whatever it is to upgrade, all right, my account. I was considering it, but then there's this issue right now. So messages not coming through. And it could be too because I chose a different okay, what is it called? Latency time? Streaming latency. Oh, and I can't fix it now. All right, well, for tonight's stream, because I tried to choose the one that I thought would be better because I didn't know that I could make a decision and choose. I'm always learning here, people. All right. But for tonight's stream, I'm not going to change anything because that could have been an issue too. The fact that I changed the latency over here, that the messages aren't coming through. But yeah, it's annoying. All righty. So also, I'm probably going to tap off at halftime too. I was going to, toying around with the entire game. I did kind of say halftime potentially, and now the messages aren't coming through. So hopefully again for tonight, there's no problems. Knock on wood, fingers crossed. And I'm not going to change any of the settings or try to be fancy. it's like, I swear, sometimes when I try to do stuff where I think, oh, this is going to be helpful, it actually is the opposite effect and it's hindering. What the hell? But, you know, we're still here. But yeah, missed the messages that I got from William and Ryan. Hopefully I'll see them later tonight, though. All right, Lynx finally make a bucket. I feel like it's been forever. 2-pointer. Lynx within 3. Golden State's had the lead pretty much the entire time, except for the beginning when the Lynx had a 2-point lead, and then it was tied up 2-2. And now they leave Golden State wide open for a 3, and they nail it. Okay, I think that was Burton. Yeah, who they were talking to before the start of the second quarter. Yeah, I just, again, pointed this out in the chart that I thought this could be a thing, that the Valkyrie could come out strong here and kind of be, you know, kind of take the Lynx for a little bit of a surprise, again, because the Lynx are the heavy favorites here. But yeah, if the Lynx can keep pushing here, but they're going to have to hang strong. They're going to have to push through the entire game today. And yeah, with the people, as far as the fans being a little bit quiet, kind of taking them a little bit of time to get into things, they've been kind of in and out, right? But they really haven't had a lot to cheer for, okay? Because the Lynx haven't had a lead yet, except for very, very early when it was 2-0. Smith at the line for the Lynx. She sinks both free throws, which is crucial. It's the easiest shot. Nobody is guarding you, okay? Nobody's guarding you. Make it free throws. So she made them. Lynx, again, they're still creeping. They're trying to crawl here. They're waking up from their cat nap. That would have been actually a perfect description during the Planetary pregame. I guess what I'm saying it now, like the Lynx are trying to wake up from a cat nap. Might take them a little bit of time here, you know? But in the end, they're probably going to get the catnip, all right? They're going to get the mouse. They're going to get the rat, whatever. The Valkyries aren't exactly mouses or rats or anything like that. You know what I mean, but just the comparison. They're going to pounce. Oh! Lynx going for the and one. They didn't get it. But now they are creeping even more. 29-31. Golden State still up. 6:20 to go in the second quarter. Burton is driving. Ooh, almost a little turnover there for the Lynx. And that, in my opinion, I do think that was one of the problems that kind of hurt him a little bit early. That being the Lynx. There were just a couple of sloppy passes. And they, you know, at the beginning, there was 2 or 3 turnovers early in the first. And then just, you know, missing their shots. Like, just not on the money. But, you know, they're waking up here. They're waking up. They're kind of stretching out. They're rolling around here. All right. Cheryl Reeve, you know, she's doing her thing. She's been here before. All right, Lynx matching that. Oh, there we go. Drawing the foul. This is McBride going to the line for the Lynx. 5:54 to go here. Now, if she makes both of her free throws, tie game. They needed more pink wigs. They need to start whipping those wigs around. All right, now I'm getting some NFL scores here. I wanted to know what was going on with the Bears and the Kitties. Bills are up 10-0 over the Jets. Okay. All right, first free throw is good. Minnesota looking to tie it up here for the second time since very early when it was 2-2. I think maybe they were tied up, maybe like 4-4 at the beginning. But Patriots over the Dolphins, 12-0. End of the first. All right. Still, no score that I want. All right. Minnesota just tied it up here, people. 31-31. Giants 3-0 over the Cowboys. Yeehaw! All right. Let's keep it moving here. What? Did I miss it? I swear it said they're playing right now. I'm pretty sure they are. Maybe I missed it. I probably missed the score. But yeah, again, I still haven't had an update, so I don't know if these messages, there's a problem. I don't know what it is. Valkyries, airball. Okay, that's too bad. All right, Minnesota trying to take the lead here from the first time since pretty much the tip-off. All right, Smith open for the 3. Damn it! Ah! Tied up. Valkyries with the rebound. I keep forgetting that it is plural. Smith is now reaching. Burton draws the foul. Or that was Carlton, excuse me, for the Lynx. Cheryl Reeve does not look happy about that. Her and her Virgo self, she is inquisitory. She is wondering, what are the details here? Let's see. I don't know. I thought that was, I don't know about that call. I mean, they called it, so it happened. But yeah, I don't know about that one. Oh, good defense. It looked like Collier might have been getting burned there underneath the basket, but shot doesn't fall for the Valkyries. All right, there we go. Minnesota takes the lead for the very first time since pretty much the start of this game. All right, it was McBride, 33-31. Lynx with the lead. Valkyries trying to move too fast for their own good. All right, Lynx moving fast. Hyman with the ball. All right, gonna slow it down. All right. Oh, no foul. Oh, there is a foul. Okay, we got a little expletive here. That's bullshit. All right. Lynx do draw the foul. They're going to go to the line here. All right. Let's see here. All right, it's Smith at the line. Got to make both of your free throws here, people. All right, I kind of want to ask for an update about this chat situation. No! Oh! All right, the basket falls through. We're good. Lynx with the 3-point lead. Their biggest lead of the game. No! Get the freaking rebound if you're not going to make the free throw. I understand. There's a lot of pressure, okay? I understand, okay? Because clearly I've been in the WNBA before, so I understand. Just kidding, obviously. But, dude, you got to make the free throws. You do. It's literally the easiest shot. Nobody is guarding you, okay? I played basketball for many, many years. I helped my team win a state championship by making a free throw. Okay? Which we won by 1 point at the end, okay? All right, Golden State now closing the gap. 33-34 Lynx with the 1-point lead. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Oh, another kind of sloppy-ish pass there. Maybe the pass isn't so sloppy for the Lynx, more opposed to the Valkyries are just, they whiz on in there. They speed on in. They fly on. They zoom on in there. All right? They're zooming. Again, they got this energy and drive being ruled by Mars today. But again, Mars is in Libra right now. Mars does not rule the sign of Libra. Mars rules the sign opposite of Libra. So Mars in Libra is in its detriment. It's not happy there. Hyman with the getting her own rebound, and then she makes it. Didn't get the foul. Crowd's excited. I still want to see a wig get whipped around here. I'm not seeing it. All right. The Valkyries do get their own rebound as well. They're going to call a Collier for a reach here. They're going to call a foul on that. I don't know if she did say this, but it looked like Collier went like this. And it's like she's trying to say there, like, do you have eyes? I mean, I don't know. I'm just making that up, but not sure. It's like you're going to call that, but you're not going to – I don't know. I am not one to get big and like get down on like the referees. Oh, sloppy pass by the Valkyries. This is going to come to the advantage of the Lynx. They're going to get the 2 plus the N1. The refs are like, well, we messed that last one up. So, all right. This could give Minnesota their biggest lead yet of 6 points. The Valkyries coach looks like they want to do a little replay here. Maybe before the shot got off. I think that might be the issue. Yeah, I think the foul actually was before the shot. So I don't think it's going to be an and one. We'll see here. We're getting a little replay action here. She did reach around. She reached around. Burton reached around Smith and then was like, oh, wait, what? It looks like it was before the shot, though, in my opinion. We'll see. What? Okay, wait a minute. Do I need to go back on the Hulu Live? Was she at the line and then just did an air ball? What the F was that? I looked away for like half a second. What was that? Whatever, which way, whatever the hell just happened there, the basket was not good. Minnesota 5-point lead, 38-33. Their biggest lead, I'm pretty sure, of the game so far. And the longest they've had the lead. Valkyries have had the lead pretty much the majority of the game up until the last few minutes here. Valkyries just made the basket, and then they get the steal on the pass, and then it goes out of bounds. The Valkyries then shoot it back. The Lynx get it. Collier gets away with an elbow there. She sinks the jumper. Going to be good for 2. Minnesota up by 5, 40-35. I'm surprised Golden State's not taking a timeout right now, but I'm not their coach. Another sloppy pass. Some good defense from the Lynx. Ooh, Heidman almost had it. It's going to jump ball, maybe. All right. Or else the Valkyries are going to take possession. All right. Helping each other up off the court. Oh, it was a little trick pass. Ew, not so tricky. Very scrappy defense there. I like it. Let's see what they got going on here. I think it's either going to be Valkyrie's ball or a jump ball, maybe. They're going to commercial. Again, I don't know why the messages are coming through. I might ask Colin another question here. Colin's the person that's helping me on support. I'm going to ask, could it be because I switched the latency? I think that's of the video of this stream, or is it an actual issue with Restream? All right, I just want to make sure I'm spelling that correctly. Latency. Yes, I am. Okay. But yeah, so I'm going to ask. I'm going to pester the support chat bots again. I don't know. They're giving me actual names. This guy's name is Colin, allegedly. They have a picture there, but I mean, it could be AI. These pictures, it could be AI. These are bots, I think, that are given names. But I mean, if they are bots, they have names. I'll call them by their name. And if they're not bots and they are actually people, then we're calling them by their name. But I don't know. Their pictures, they're just a little bit too perfect, I feel like. Yeah, I feel like they're just a little, I don't know. You don't know, It's hard to tell. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that could easily be AI, though. All right, still in commercial. But I wonder this. I'm going to send a test message from here, too. See if that works. Oh, yes, it is giving me an X on YouTube. What is that about? What is that about? That is strange. Huh. Yeah, it says it's going to Twitch, but it's not going to YouTube. What is that? It's stupid. I hope that doesn't happen at night. That would suck. Yeah, that didn't work. We're still on. Oh, okay. It's an issue on their end. That's what Colin says. Alrighty. Okie doke. Okay, thanks. It's an issue on their end. You didn't do anything to cause it. We are sorry for the inconvenience. I will update you when I know more. All right. You know what, too? What I could be dealing with right now during the stream is the moon squaring Saturn. Yeah, definitely. And then tonight, we're back over here again. Excuse me. Lynx have a 5-point lead. Valkyries just go for the little jumper there, and it's no good. Lynx with the rebound. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes, about 30 to go in the second quarter here before halftime. But yeah, just a little, kind of appetizer. Collier's going to go to the line for the Lynx for tonight. At the start of the Vikings-Falcons game, we have a void moon, people. All right? She's going to be wandering around at the start of that game. So we go from a square, moon square Saturn this afternoon, and then for Sunday Night Football, we have a void moon So when the moon is void, she's not making any other interactions with any other planets before she switches to the next sign that she's moving towards. So during Sunday Night Football, the moon will shift from Gemini into Cancer. But at the start of the game, it will be void. So we'll kind of see what happens there. And it could be maybe kind of a similar thing for Vikings fans tonight, because they are the Vikings. It's their first home game tonight. And, return a Pizza Ranch boy for the Vikings. But Kirk Cousins is the backup now for the Falcons. So there could be kind of a little bit of a lag kind of feeling too for the fans. Maybe for the Vikings fans, not a lot to cheer about there, because the moon co-rules the people. And again, when the moon is wandering, void of course, there's not a lot of action happening, because she's just kind of doing around. So I keep hitting my camera with my foot. I don't mean to be doing that. Oh, the Lynx sink a 3. That's a nice bit of energy, momentum push there. It was McBride for the 3. Lynx now have their biggest lead of the game. They're up 45-37. So yeah, again, if you're interested in the Planetary pregame, I did kind of break down what I thought would happen during this game. And it kind of is, kind of showing itself. And it did very, very early. Like the Valkyrie kind of surprising, kind of coming out pretty strong. I will say that I did mention that I thought it would take maybe second half, third, fourth quarter for the Lynx to kind of get into the full swing of things. And it's been a little bit quicker than that, which is good to see. But, it's still very, very early in this game. But just during the first quarter, I guess, rather is what I'm referring to, did kind of play out kind of like what I saw. So we got a jump ball here, people, with 1:19 to go in the second quarter. And let's see. I think we switched sides here, so I think we're now on the Lynx side here. It's going to be at McBride and Soulon for the Valkyries. And let's see. Golden State has used one of their timeouts. Minnesota's got all of them. Minnesota is in the bonus. Okay, so they were on the Valkyries end there. Yeah, they don't switch sides until after halftime. Collier, oh, she does draw the foul. Man, I feel like ever since Hyman didn't draw the foul, I don't know, a few dozen plays ago, that probably not that many. Like ever since then, I feel like the refs are doling the fouls out, against the Valkyries like candy here. Like the Lynx are drawing every single foul now, I feel like. But like I was saying earlier, I'm not one to really get down on like referees and like get mad about it, because, for right now anyway, they're people, they're human, they're going to make mistakes. They're not going to get them all. So. But it is frustrating sometimes when you're watching it and you're like, okay, clearly it does seem like one team's getting way more of the calls than the other. But again, what do you do? What do you do? All right, Collier makes both free throws. Minnesota's largest lead, they're up by 10. Now's the time where they could start peeling away here. And another thing, too, when I was looking at the chart at the beginning of this game, or excuse me, before the game, during the Planetary pregame, Golden State sinks a 2 there. They knocked the lead to 8. Oh, it's going to be an offensive foul now. Now it's an offensive foul, okay, on Collier. I want to say this is like her third, maybe. Maybe it's only her second, because otherwise I think she would take a seat. Must be only her second. I thought maybe that might have been her third foul, but all right. So 44 seconds left to go here in the first half. Valkyries trying to cut the lead here, obviously, as much as they can going into halftime. And yeah, they had the lead pretty much the majority of the game, start of this game. Now it's been a little bit of sloppiness here from the Valkyries. And, again, it could just be that the Lynx, turning up the dial here. They woke up from the cat nap, all right, from the fog, from the haze, all right, the sun's coming up or whatever you want to say about it. All right, we got a little kerfuffle here. Oh, man, it looks like another offensive foul on Minnesota. Shoot. Okay, you get one. Here's one. Here's another one. Woo, woo, woo. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Woo, woo, wee. You got a foul. All right. You scratched me. Lindsay Whalen looks confused. Lindsay Whalen literally just, what was that? Cheryl Reeves walking around like this. Nafisa Collier's trying to I think is that on Collier? That has to be her third now. I don't know if that was on her, though. All right, so was that a flagrant? What happened here? Uh-oh. Oh, Cheryl Reeve is laying into one of the referees here. They must have called a flagrant foul there. She's heated. Lindsay Whalen looks upset. And Lindsay Whalen honestly seems like a really nice person. Obviously, I think she can probably, she's a great WNBA player, right? But seems pretty she seems kind of even keeled a little bit, obviously more than Cheryl Reeve, but even she looked disgusted at that. Ooh! Oh! The Valkyries miss a little bunny there. Einman with a shot at the end there as the time expires. All right. Going to halftime here with the Lynx up by 7, 47-40. And yeah, we'll see what happens here. A little bit of a tension there right before halftime. Yeah, I'm trying to see the replay here, but they're not really showing it. But yeah, Cheryl Reeves not happy with that call, and Lindsay Whalen not happy either. But again, going into second half here, Lynx are going to have 7-point lead. So yeah. And again, people, I don't know what is going on with the freaking messages here, but I hope that doesn't happen with the stream tonight. I would be really bummed out about that. But yeah, fingers crossed. So yeah, just a little recap here before I sign off, because again, messages aren't coming through. There's some sort of freaking, issue with their system here. So, man, with that, I might try to pop on for Sunday Night Football a little early. Just hopefully everything is kind of, back to normal. And all the messages coming through here for tonight's stream. But yeah, so that's kind of a bummer. So again, sorry that I missed your messages coming through, but Colin from Restream's trying to help me out here, and he said he'll let me know, right, when it's fixed. So hopefully, fingers crossed, tonight, no issues. But yeah, if you do want to go back, watch the beginning of this stream, Planetary Pregame, kind of broke it down. Again, I do have the Lynx winning today by 6 points. And I did see something what I was going to touch on earlier and then, sidetracked. I did see something about a 40-point victory, but I just again, beginning of streaming, kind of go back to that, but I didn't go with that. I kind of did the little bit of a safer option, but if for whatever reason, the Lynx just kind of run away with this in some capacity, and there is some sort of I think it was 44 points or something like that. That'll be interesting. I will be watching, and I will be, referencing my notes and also referencing the astrology chart. And then again, tonight, Sunday Night Football, people, Vikings hosting the Atlanta Falcons. And I am planning on about 6:15 Central Time to start with that. Kind of same thing. Going to be doing Planetary Pregame, astrology prediction for that game. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, again, no issues. And I'll be doing my own commentary for the entirety of Sunday Night Football. But as a Lynx fan, I say go Lynx. And as an astrologer, again, I got to stay impartial. Got to be objective. But I did pick the Lynx to win from the chart. So as an astrologer and as a Lynx fan, I hope they win. And hope you join me tonight and break down what I think is going to go on for Vikings Falcons. So until then, I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday afternoon, or again, whenever you happen to be watching this. Appreciate everybody. And until next time, take care. All right. Peace out. I'll see everybody later.